Bernie Sanders is a guy that I don't really want to think about, but he's been in the news a lot, so he's kind of in my consciousness right now. And lately, I've been getting a lot of comments on some of the videos that I've done about Ben Shapiro. And something occurred to me. Ben Shapiro and Bernie Sanders have a lot in common. Now, what do they have in common? Well, they have a few things. The number one thing and the most obvious thing that both these guys have in common is both of them reject Jesus Christ. And these are not guys from Thailand that are Buddhists that they don't know any Christians and they haven't really been exposed to it, so they don't have much info. These guys should really know more than most people about Jesus, but both of them reject Jesus Christ, and neither one of them cares about Christian people or Christian values. That's just the fact of the matter. If you're a Christian, they don't care about you or what you hold sacred. And number two, neither one cares anything about freedom of speech. This is something that I hold very dearly, especially as someone that's an artist. I care a lot about having freedom of expression and free speech. And Ben Shapiro has actually gone on video and said that we should track racists and target them and hurt their careers. Now, what exactly is a racist? Well, according to Ben Shapiro in the speech he gave at Stanford, apparently anyone further to the right than him is a Nazi. And let's face it, anyone that is called a racist or a Nazi to the left, that's just anyone that's a right-winger or a regular, normal conservative. And Ben Shapiro has gone on video and said that we should track these people and hurt their careers. So he definitely doesn't care about free speech. And number three, and this is the thing that I think that in a way they probably have the most in common on. Both of these guys are rich guys, but how did they get rich? Did they go out and they work a hard job and they accumulate their wealth and investing and saving? No, it seems neither one of them has worked a real job a day in their life. Neither one has even mowed the neighbor's lawn for a few dollars as a kid. Ben Shapiro, he's a Hollywood creation, and there's even a Vanity Fair article that you can look up that I believe that's the title of it. Ben Shapiro is a Hollywood creation, and it's very factual. Ben Shapiro's parents, they're Hollywood television producers, and they teamed him up with another Hollywood producer to try to make him a thing, to try and make him the next Rush Limbaugh. And he's also funded by billionaires. So here we have a guy that's trying to be the spokesman for the working class, but he's never worked an actual job in his life. And Bernie Sanders, I've been seeing people on social media saying, gee, I gotta go to work. Meanwhile, this guy Bernie Sanders has 3 houses and he's never had an actual job in his life. I don't know his exact family background, but to give him credit more than actually Ben Shapiro, Bernie Sanders, at least he had to somehow get in with the right people, even if it's only to be a puppet or to be bought off by those people. He at least had to have the social skills somehow to get in with the right people, and that's not easy if you're as physically unattractive as Bernie has always been in, and he doesn't really seem to have a very pleasing personality, but I give him the credit at least of having the social skills of getting in with the right people. And quite frankly, this is a channel where we talk about success. What's going to determine your success? Probably 90% of your success or your failure, it's going to come down to who you surround yourself with. Regardless of whatever your goal is, money's not everyone's goal. Maybe it's to be a champion athlete. You got to surround yourself with champions. Maybe it is money. Well, if you surround yourself with rich people, somehow you're going to end up accumulating some money yourself. If it's to do certain other things, you got to surround yourself with people that have the same goals as you and people that are successful in the area that you want to be successful in. Now, about money, I want to tell you about something that I was just in the car with my dad. First, it reminds me of something Zig Ziglar said, and he said, money is not the most important thing in life, but if you try and live without it, you'll find it's pretty close to the importance of oxygen. And that's a funny saying that also happens to be true. But earlier this morning, I was out with my dad running some errands, and we were driving in my Trans Am, And my dad was talking about money and how it's not everything in life. Money is very important, but he talked about the actor Carol O'Connor, Archie Bunker from All in the Family, and also from the show Heat of the Night, which they've been showing on TV. This is a guy that's very successful in terms of career and finances, and he had a son that was also an actor. Well, what happened? His son ended up dying of a drug overdose. All the money couldn't save his kid, and it didn't prevent him from going down that path and leading that lifestyle. So as important as money is, and I hope you're getting your finances in order, we also have to get our other areas of our life in order. We have to hopefully leave behind a legacy, especially if you have children. You understand what that means. If you don't have children, hey, who cares what happens to the world after you're done? But certainly if you have children, you want to leave the world a better place and kind of leave your mark on the world that somehow does make it a better place. And you also want to prepare, of course, for the afterlife. I'm not trying to convert any of you to my religion, but this is very important, and you start to think about these things at some point in your life, probably. So those two things: prepare this world, like try and leave your mark in a positive way, and also try and pave the way for your afterlife. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. I love hearing what you guys think, and you can check out all the other videos on this channel. And if you, speaking of money, if you like what I do, there's a PayPal address down below, and if you happen to shop off of Amazon, click that link and then go to whatever you want to order. I'll get a small commission. Doesn't cost you anything, but that's also a way to support the channel. Until next time, my friends.